Hey, what's up? In this After Effects tutorial, we'll be creating a wavy line with a right-on effect and a wiggling null. So let's get started. Control N to create a new composition. So my composition, I'll be doubling it in the duration and only using half of it. So I'm using 1920 by 1080, 30 frames, 20 seconds comp. So first up, let's create a new solid. Control Y to create a new solid. Instead of the same size as the comp, I'm gonna double the width. So 1920 times 2, I'm gonna get 380 by 1080. Doesn't matter what the color is. Let's just name this as wiggle line. Okay, we're gonna look for the right on effect. Put it on here. Let's just turn it on just a little so we can see what's happening. Brush hardness, turn it up. Brush size, maybe go until 10. Brush opacity, stroke length. Okay, so 10 seconds first. Brush spacing, let's turn it up to 0.02 and we have a dot. Okay, next up, Control Alternate Shift Y. We create a null object. Let's just call this our wiggle null and press P for position. Select our wiggle line solid. So let's do brush position. Yes, alternate click on the stopwatch at brush position. Bring out our expressions. Let's pick brush position to position on our wiggle null. Just click enter and then now you can see, zoom out and see, okay, what's happening is our null is controlling our right on brush here. Okay, so we need to move things around so that the size difference makes sense. First, let's move our solid all the way to the left of our comp. So I'm over here. Our wiggle null position, let's break apart our position, separate our dimensions here. So right now our wiggle null is in the middle of our comp, which is at the left side, kind of at the left side of our solid. What I want to do, I want to draw out our wave form to fill up the comp width. So let's get started with our X position. Keyframe the X position from 0 to 10 seconds. I'm going to start with 0. So it starts here, go to 10 seconds here, and go to X position. So our width should be 1920. So we have drawn a line across for 10 seconds. In the first 10 seconds, yeah. And then Y position, I'm going to do a wiggle. So wiggle. So I do a very simple one first. 1 by 200. So every 1 second, it will go up to 200 pixels. Let's just play and see how it goes. So this is what's happening for the first 10 seconds. And it's going to fill up here. And then that's going to stop here. So for this part, is where our animation is going to start. So I'm going to press B to set our in time. From 10 seconds to 20 seconds, there will be our in and out animation. So at this part here, I'm going to move my solid. Press P for position on my solid. Click the stopwatch. From this position, I'm going to go to the end at 20 seconds and click on align to left side, and I should be able to get a movement this way. Okay, so now we can see that our animation stops in the middle here. So let's bring our keyframe all the way to the end, and instead of 1920, we double this, so 3840. So let's see what's happening. So for the first part of the comp, it draws the wave on the left side, and then at 10 seconds, I start moving my solid, and it moves from right to left. And whatever I am animating is already written on with my right on tool here. So stroke length can be 10 seconds or more if you want, but 10 seconds is just right. That is whatever amount that is over here in the comp. So paint style, you can change it to transparent, and then you can put whatever background you want below. Brush spacing depends on your wiggle. So let's say 1 times a second, 200. Let's say I do 400, 2 times a second. I'm gonna get a bit more of this movement. So maybe I can try to reduce it instead of 0.02, 0.01. Kind of helps. So you can play around with it and then extend it. I'm not going to push it so much so that my rendering will be so lag. I just want to come over to this wiggle expression here. There are two more values that most of us, or at least me, I don't usually use, which is octaves and amplitude multiplied. So you can play around with it and go through. I will link this document here, look for wiggle, and then play around with the value of octave amplitude, and you can get very different results. So go ahead and try. The thing about using this effect is that it can be quite intensive with the system. You can try to increase the brush spacing to reduce the rendering time. Hopefully it will reduce the render time for you, and then once you like the animation that you are getting, you can reduce the size again. If you want to know a few other ways to create a wiggle wavy line like this, I have 5 more other methods in my other videos, so check them out.